Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in this video we're gonna go over Singleton Design Pattern. So let's get started. So Singleton Design Pattern is basically a pattern in which you can only have one instance of the object within the whole system. So you're only having one instance, which basically means that you're only allowed the object only once within the whole system. Okay, so let me give you an example. So an example would be like, imagine a company system where only one admin is allowed in the system. Okay, so you're only allowed one admin. So so in the system there can be like many users, many employees could log in. However, you can only have like one person who could be the admin at a time. Okay, so I hope you got the idea of it. And if you're might wondering why only one admin, so let's say if there exists two admins at the same time, so one could change permission while the other could delete stuff. So you could have conflicting behavior. So for that where the system is enforcing only one admin. Okay, so this is where the Singleton pattern comes in handy, because with Singleton Design Pattern we can make sure that only one object of the admin exists within the system. Okay, so no matter how many times the system asks for the admin, it always get the same admin instance. Okay, so let's see that in the code, so it makes sense better. Okay, so here I have the admin class. So I'll show you the code line by line. So here, this is the admin class that we're working, and we're making sure that only one object exists within the whole system of the admin. Okay, so for that, first of all, we need to make sure that our constructor is private. Okay, and we're simply gonna print admin created, so we know how many times. I just wrote it so you guys know when you run it, so only one object is created. So if we try to create another one, so it won't be printed again, so that's why I wrote it over here within the constructor admin created. And this has to be private. Just remember this, for the Singleton pattern this is very important. Your constructor has to be private because you do not want other classes or methods to have access to it. Okay, so that's why you need to make sure that it's private. Okay, next we're simply going to create a method which is going to help us instantiate the object. Okay, so here we'll have this method get instance. Okay, which is simply going to, as the name suggests, is simply gonna return the instance of the object. Okay, and so first of all it's gonna check if the instance is null or not. Okay, so if the instance is null, so and if you guys wondering where did this instance come from, so this is basically a field over here that we instantiated over here. So we made it private field instance, and it has to be of type admin because we need to return the admin. Okay, so this is, and it has to be static because we want it to be exist within the same class, and it's volatile to ensure that all the threads see the correctly initialized admin. Okay, so next within this method we're going to check if the instance is null or not, so whether the object is already being created or not. So if it's not, so then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna synchronize, and we're gonna write admin.class. so this is going to ensure that only one thread can create the admin instance at a time. And next we're gonna check the instance again. So after locking it, we need to make sure we're gonna check the instance again. So now if we see that there's no instance, the instance is null, so we're going to finally instantiate it, and we're gonna create the new object. So you see, we're only creating the object once, so because we need to make sure that if it's null, then we're creating it. Okay, so if this condition is false, let's say the outer one. Okay, so if this condition is false, so that means the object already exists. So in that case we're simply going to return the instance, right? So yeah, so that's the code for the admin class. So now let's look at the main class. So here we have the main class. So we have here the admin. So we created two objects over here. So first one we have it as admin 1, admin 2, so we're getting the get instance over here, you see over here. So we did admin.get instance. So since it's the first time we're calling it, so you see no instance exists already, so it is null. So that's why it's gonna go ahead and create the new admin instance. And since it's creating it, so then this should be printed admin created, because it's the first time that it's calling the constructor. Okay, so now if I do it the second time, admin.get instance again, so now the instance is not equal to null. Okay, so that's why it's simply going to return the same instance. Okay, so now if I go ahead and check if whether they both point to the same reference or not, so you see, so if they point, so if they're different objects, so it should say like multiple admins exist, but if they're same, so it should say only one admin exists, right? So let's go ahead and run this code. So if we run this code, you see, so admin created, it's from the first one when the constructor was called, and now in the second one we only return the instance. And now if we go ahead and check the instance, so they both turned out to be the same, so it prints only one admin existed in the system. So that was it for Singleton Design Pattern. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and thanks for watching. Bye.